is the process for the spouse and fiance visa different for those who are living in the Philippines? Hi, I'm attorney Megan Pastrana of Immigration for Couples, and my firm is dedicated exclusively to helping couples across the nation and across the world in navigating the U.S. immigration process. I wanted to make this video because I find that a lot of couples are surprised to learn that the U.S. immigration process for the fiancé and spouse visa will be different depending on your country of origin. And there's a lot of very unique things specifically about the Philippines, and that's why we created a free resource page, a free guide on our website at immigrationforcouples.com that goes over some of the main things that you should be aware of before embarking on your immigration journey. And in this video today, I'd like to talk about the top 5 things that I see being the most unique or most different for those who are going through a fiancé or spouse visa process in the US, but through the Philippines, through the Manila Embassy. So the very first thing that is different or unique for couples who are going through the process is that the Philippines does not recognize divorce. It's one of 2 countries in the world that does not recognize divorce. It's the Philippines and the Vatican. And because of this, if there was a prior marriage and there was a separation, that marriage has to be annulled. That annulment has to occur before you can start the fiancé or spouse visa process. The annulment process in the Philippines is expensive and it's a very long process. It often can take many years to get through the process. That annulment has to be finalized before you can file or start the fiancé or spouse visa. So that's one very unique aspect for individuals who are going through the Philippines for their fiancé or spouse visa. Another unique aspect for those who are going through the process through the Philippines is that there is an extra document that is required. So when you go to your interview at the Manila Embassy, there's a long list of documents that you have to bring. And one of those documents is a Cenomar or Cenomar, so a certificate of marriage or certificate of non-marriage. This document requirement is only for those who are in the Philippines because it's a unique government document that is a requirement that is part of the civil documents for those who are living in the Philippines. So you have to request this certificate to take to your interview. The certificate, the reason for the certificate is that it shows either that you are legally married to the person that you are going through the process with to receive a spouse visa, or on the alternative, the Cenomar, their certificate of non-marriage, would show that you're legally free to marry and able to go through the fiancé visa process. A third very unique aspect of the process for those who are going through the Philippines is that the Philippines has their own commission for Filipinos who are living abroad. So for Filipinos who are wanting to leave the country or immigrating to another country, this commission has certain requirements. And the very first requirement is before you leave, you have to register with the CFO. That's what it's called. The commission is the CFO. You have to register with them before leaving. And they also require you, so that's the fourth unique thing, is that you have to complete a class with the CFO. You have to complete a program, if you will, before you leave so they can prepare you for your transition to living in another country, specifically the US. So that's the fourth unique requirement, is that after your interview for your fiancé or spouse visa, you have to complete this CFO course before departing the country. And then a final unique thing, the fifth thing that I like to let couples know about is that in the Philippines, once you have your fiancé or spouse visa and you're leaving the country, there is a tax or a fee that you have to pay. Now, this fee will depend on a lot of different factors, and again, it has to do with the government of the Philippines. So the best thing to do before going to the airport is when you're booking your ticket, you should check with the airport, you should check with the airline and find out what fees, if any, do I need to pay before leaving the country on my fiancé or spouse visa. If you would like to learn more about the process, I invite you to check out our free resource center at immigrationforcouples.com. Our free resource center is very robust and we have lots of downloadable charts and information to help you on your journey. Thanks for watching.